I don't know where inviting these other women fit into that, but it did take the argument quickly off harassment issues and what he said about women 11 years ago, and maybe that was by design. What do you make of all that?
Yeah, I mean, look, the first 10 or 15 minutes was quite difficult to watch, wasn't it? Because there was a bit of a race to the bottom going on. I guess in the end, they kind of cancelled each other out with a score draw. The important thing, and this is what I was saying yesterday, is that very quickly the debate did move on from that, and we did start to talk about policy. And, you know, I thought when Trump was talking about security, about the world, about America's place, frankly, I thought he dominated the debate. I mean, so much so that Hillary Clinton never really got going tonight at all.
Now, much has been made by some, particularly women. So I'm taking this from maybe just a male point of view, and I didn't notice it, but I don't want to disregard it. A lot of women who were emailing, and particularly on sites like Politico and The Hill, saying that he was menacing, standing behind her, never sitting, and that they found that offensive. And it kept coming up on a number of sites. What did you make of that?
Well, I mean, look, he is like a silverback gorilla, isn't he? He is the big breast-beating alpha male. And there are good things that go with that and bad things that go with that. But no, I mean, the fact that he prowled the room the way that he did, it wasn't designed to be intimidatory. The only shots when it came across like that is when she walked across to that side of the room and stood in front of him. So no, I don't buy into that at all.
Nigel, what happens now if you buy the conventional argument? The knee-jerk, I talked to a number of journalists, even as I was walking over here from where you're sitting. Many were saying he won. That is, Donald Trump won this debate. He was much more on his game than he was the last debate. Now, of course, these things get sort of sorted out and fleshed out in the next 24 hours, and maybe people feel differently. But I felt my own self that he lost the first debate. She got the better of him. I felt he had the edge in this one because he stuck to his issues relentlessly so. That could be interpreted a variety of ways. But that puts the added pressure on Vegas in the final debate, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, look, when Trump did that debate last time round, it was the first time he'd done something like this, you know, against an opposition party leader. And, you know, I've been there myself. I remember my first big debates and how nervous I felt, how out of my, sort of out of my depth I felt. What you saw tonight, was a guy who's done a lot of reality TV over the years. He was comfortable with the cameras, he knew his subject, and he was even funny. He even got a laugh. And I think now, going into Las Vegas, psychologically, Trump now has, I believe, quite a big edge.
What do you think, Nigel, of all those Republicans who left him and over the course of the last 24 hours upon hearing and seeing this tape, 11 years old though it is, who couldn't support him or furthermore recommended Republicans find a new nominee? Did he stop that, or did he just temporarily pause it? What's your thought?
Well, sometimes in life, when the going gets tough, people who call themselves colleagues head for the hills. I've had it happen to me once or twice, and this happened to Trump over the course of the last 48 hours. I think one or two of those individuals will now be feeling perhaps a little bit silly, because perhaps gross, ugly though the comments were, what we saw tonight was somebody who dominated that set, and I think would have reached out to a lot of people and given the impression that actually he's the kind of guy that could be in charge. He's the kind of guy that could be the governor. And I think one or two of them might be feeling a little bit silly.
Well, you know, you raise a good point, because not many people were talking about what he said on a tape 11 years ago tonight. They're not talking about it right now. So maybe to your point, he at least changed the context of the debate. We'll see how long that lasts. Nigel Farage, a great time seeing you this weekend. I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.